Alright. Oops. Alright, this is Calibos, and this is Enigmatica 2. So, today, we're starting in the storage room, because I think that this is where our focus needs to be right now. We definitely need better storage. So, storage solutions in this one is really applied energistics. So one of the things that I would like to do, and we're just going to make our life slightly easier here. So we're going to take this and this and this and this and this and this, and we're going to go in here. So if you recall, this is our alright, so that. So we'll scan radius of 1. That should be, there we go. We can remove that one. So now we should have access to everything and all of these. So I have decided that we're going to put our storage system in this. And the reason I've decided this is we're going to be carrying this cube around. So when we want to go somewhere, I mean, honestly, we could just do set home. Compact. Or we could do set home storage. Okay, so now we're going to have storage here. So we're going to put our AE2 stuff in here. So let's go to the warehouse now. And we'll take the cube with us, because if you'll recall, there's no penalty for breaking the cube down or picking it up. It just holds its inventory. So we'll just put it right there. So to get into AE2, looks like we're just going to click this, go back, and get a loot chest, number 2, in honor of AE2. And that gives us pizza. Which, let's see the pizza. Toss that in there. So we'll just work our way down the chain. It looks like it's going to help us out anyway. We can do most of our crafting here. So we need a quartz grindstone and a wooden crank. Let's make one of these. One of those, make one of these, make one of those. One of those. Alright, we have this. So in the end, we're going to be moving a bunch of this stuff into Prismarine. There we go. That's sort of what we needed, I guess. Alright. So we need a Oh, I'm not actually familiar with these. So we need a charged quartz fixture and a light detecting fixture. So just wanted to make sure that we had some. Weird. Okay. A light detecting. Okay, so now we have these. So that gives us a bunch of the charged quartz fixtures. Now we need this. So this is going to be an issue to create in here. So what they really want is Fluix crystals. Fluix crystals are made by in-world crafting. Oh, that's interesting. One charged Certus quartz, one nether quartz, and a redstone dust into a puddle. So we'll take a couple of these. Kind of meant not to take the entire stack. So let us go find ourselves a puddle. How convenient. There's a puddle. We watch for sparkles. Boom. Unnatural. Again, we'll take 2 because 2 is the best. Why do we have a million fish? Look, we got charged quartz fixtures. How exciting. Alright, so now we need crystal production, Certus quartz, and nether quartz seeds. So Certus quartz. And then nether quartz. And then we'll also need sand. We'll say 2, 3, 4. And now we use this thing. So if we toss Certus quartz in here and nether quartz, it won't grind them together, it grinds them individually. So I'm just holding the right mouse button and it turns the lever. You can click as well, but I'm just inclined to just hold the button. There we go. So it stopped on its own. And yeah, so pure nether quartz, pure Certus quartz obtained by dropping a seed of the respective crystal into a water block and waiting forever and a day. They're not wrong. It really is like forever and a day. Since the grindstone can produce 2 or more dusts per quartz order, this can be a method of increasing your crystal stocks. However, the odds that you are going to get them are really low. So yeah, just don't expect that to work too often. But in order to make the seeds, just do this. So let's put the fixtures in here. Let's grab our rewards. Energized. So we need to make a charger now. Now I'm going to check in here really quick as far as Certus quartz. So there's not really a lot in here, so at some point we're going to have to go out and collect some more because we'll be using a lot of this. So I'm not going to go 100% down the AE2 route. What we're probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to do a combination of a couple of different mods that are mutually complementary. So we'll figure out what we're going to do for power, and I'll probably run a little bit of power, and then we're going to do some environmental tech to give us pretty much mining and a little bit of power, although the solar from environmental tech is nice, but it only works half the time. I mean, because it's solar. So that's going to be kind of an issue. I am looking at let's see if it's in here actually. I've forgotten to check. So there's extreme reactors here, and this is a very nice standby for power. So we'll have to go down and fetch some Uranium. We're not seeing... Okay, let's check to see what the recipes look like. So, uranium. So we can use uranium for this. So that's fine. I think Uranium will be working as fuel. But it looks like we'll pretty much be using uranium. Yeah. Tesla power tap. Interesting. That's fine. So we'll use Uranium and we'll sort that out. But we're gonna have to do some mining really quick to get there. How much uranium do we have? Do we know? Uranium. Maybe not here. Oh man, I could have just clicked out of the thing. Because it's right outside. Uranium. So we've actually got some fairly solid amount of uranium here. We may need to do this for the purposes of making cool. We may need to do that for the purpose of making making power. So we'll start with a small one. But in order to do that, let's do this. 1, 2. So that's going to take a hot minute. I'm just really hoping that it. So if we do this. We can not worry about that. Well, monkeys. We need to have a private pool. No, no parties allowed. Let's see if it made it back here. Oh, we don't know where they are. They could be anywhere. So yes, this is a problem when you have a village, is everybody takes your things. You know, so just go to the exterior of this. Yep. So if you right click on it, okay, that's a little weird. Just a little bit weird. That should be where the storage system is. I'm slightly nervous now. You all saw that. That's not just me. That was bizarre. So those things didn't despawn. They don't actually despawn. They have a
What's it gonna be today then?
kind of hoping that somebody comes out and they have my seeds. Hey guys, have you seen some seeds?
Yes.
Guys? Whatever. They're jerks. So, charger. What do we need for a charger? Two fluics and some iron. I think that we could arrange for fluics and iron. So that gives us graphite. Iron's going to be at the warehouse. Hey, look. Our seats came back. Let's make a charger. And this will allow us to charge more of our Certus quartz. Eventually we'll set it up so that all of our Certus quartz gets charged. Check our quests. We need an energy acceptor. That is very important. So at the moment, nether quartz is going to be easier to get. So we're going to take some nether quartz. Now we're going to need 4 of this glass. So we're going to need 5 of those and some glass. We're going to toss this in here and sit for another exciting couple of minutes. So I'm just, again, holding this down until the crank stops spinning. Then all of that's done. We're going to go back here. We're going to make ourselves some quartz glass. But we're going to use nether quartz. Then we're going to make an energy acceptor. Now we have that. So now we're going to hop back to this. And we're going to put the energy acceptor here. So you can't see it, but that is now there. Yeah, I know what I'm doing, I swear. So, power cell. So this is now charging that. It won't actually take any power out until it has a use for it. So, yeah, this is me starting to make a bunch of these reactor casings. We're going to need a lot, actually. So we'll just put the vibration chamber. So let's see what it says about the vibration chamber. Does it say anything about the vibration chamber? I don't know. This is going to be a big thing here. So we need glass cables, which is quartz fiber, which is, we need a lot of quartz. So let's call it here. It's about 25 minutes. pretty much behind the scenes, I'm going to go through and start rounding up a bunch of Certus quartz. That's the stuff from the AE2. And I'm going to start rounding up a bunch of nether quartz and stuff like that. And I'm going to see if I can figure out how to farm it. A little bit of that we're going to be doing with once we get into big reactors and we have a stable source of power. So I'm going to crank up some power, and so what I'm hoping is, so these so it absorbed 400. So what I would like to do is set up a big reactor, I mean a small extreme reactor, a small big reactor, with power input. Then I'm going to set up a environmental tech. We're going to go into environmental tech, and we're going to make a void ore miner if possible. And I'm kind of hoping that we can begin collecting ores from it. I'm not sure where to get litherite, so we'll work on that. I mean, I think I've got diamonds. Yeah, litherite. So, litherite. So looks like we can make it, and we'll have to do that a little bit. So the void ore miner will give us some. So the tier 1 will give us litherite and rhodium. Tier 2, litherite, rhodium, chironite. So it looks like we're basically going to have to work our way up the chain. But giving us the first one means that we'll start picking up ores. So diamonds, glowstone. Ooh, it gives us glowstone. That's bizarre. Not in an unhappy way, but you know. And it gives us Certus quartz. So that will begin setting us up for the purposes of and draconium. Nice. That will begin setting us up for the purposes of uranium. Okay. For the purposes of mining, and then we can just have it dump out here, and then we'll be able to not worry as much about what's in the warehouse. So yeah, we'll call it here. If you like the episode, leave a like. If you don't like the episode, don't. Question, comments, and concerns can go below. Anything you'd like to have me do, or suggestions on how I could improve things, or where we'd like to go next, please go ahead and leave those below too. So thanks for coming. You folks have a great night. And today is Monday, December 17th. So yeah, I hope your holiday week, pre-holiday week goes well, and you guys, I'm just going to keep wishing you happy holidays until Christmas, because there's a lot of holidays going on right now. A lot of holidays. People just like to celebrate during the middle of winter. It's a great time to celebrate. So yeah, thanks for coming. Have a good night.